Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I give all praises, all the glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. That's all the praises, all the glory to the Most High in the name of His Son, Yahawashi. I'd like to give salutations, grace, and peace be unto the brothers scattered through the four corners of this earth who pushing this truth in sincerity according to the words of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Now, this lesson, man, that we're going to go into next. Matthew the 5th chapter. I'm doing this back over. We're about to read it. I advise you to read along because it's important. This is how Yahawashi told us to move. Okay. This is Matthew 5:1. And seeing the multitudes, he went up into a mountain, and when he was set, his disciples came unto him. Verse 2, and he opened his mouth and taught them, saying, no, keep in mind, between Matthew 5 and 6, that's when Yahawashi was teaching the people. No, to the Spirit, the lesson out there on chapter 6, this is lesson 5, and then we go to see where he says chapter 7. But let's read chapter 5. But this is what he taught, verse 3. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. No, the poor in spirit means a humble in spirit. Alright, verse 4. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. 5. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Okay. No, it says blessed are they that mourn. You know, every day we mourn, man. Speaking about Israel. And they got brothers and sisters out there mourning in the streets. We mourn in our mind, we mourn physically, we mourn financially. Alright? But at the end of the day, we're going to be comforted. That's what we're supposed to look for. And how we're going to be comforted? In the kingdom. This is verse 5. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Let's get into that definition of meek. Okay. Quiet, gentle, and easily imposed on, submissive. So those brothers and sisters who got like a meek spirit, you could tell like though that's the type of spirit who don't want no heat. Like, they say nobody ain't want no heat. That's them type of spirits. They just meek. They just be like, yo, hey, I'm cool, man. Verse 6. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. Meaning who just want to know how to do things right. Verse 7. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Get the definition. Certain definitions. Oh boy. Showing or exercising mercy. Okay. Of an event coming as a mercy, bringing someone relief from something unpleasant. Alright. Verse 8. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see Yahawah. Verse 9. Blessed are the peacemakers. Matter of fact, let's get this definition pure. Salakia. Let's get this definition pure. He said, blessed are the pure in heart. Not mixed or adulterated with any other substance or material, without any extraneous and unnecessary elements, free of any contamination. And how you be pure in heart is you following these scriptures, and not the scriptures mixed with the ways of this world. That's not being pure in heart. Just follow these scriptures straight up. That's how you keep it pure, because these scriptures is pure. Okay. Verse 9. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of Yahawah. And you got to be a peacemaker, man. You can't be one who loves to riot, or one who loves trouble, or one who antagonizes somebody else. These are stuff that you got to strive to be, right? Not saying that it's gonna come overnight. This is just a marker. This is the marker that Yahawashi made for us. Verse 10. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Meaning, let's get that word persecuted. Right, so it said, blessed are they for persecuted for righteousness' sake. Subject someone to hostility and ill treatment, especially because of their that last part is wrong, because it says for righteousness' sake. So subject someone to hostility and ill treatment. So if you're subjected to hostility or ill treatment for righteousness' sake, it says the kingdom of heaven is yours. Meaning, someone is treating you ill or hostile because you're going with the scriptures. Because that's righteousness' sake. How the scriptures tell you how to move righteous. Alright, verse 11. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you. Get that definition real quick. Criticize in an abusive or angrily insulting manner. Right? Now keep that definition in your mind, please. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake, me Yahawashi's sake. And how is that going to happen? If you're following the ways Yahawashi tell you to follow, because this is what he left for us. This is Yahawashi right here. We read in his works what he did, what he taught the people. So if men going to revile you for that and persecute you, and say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake, you're blessed. Alright? You're blessed. No, hold on. Let me clear up a misconception, because in Israel, men may call themselves rebuking other people or rebuking you, and when they're rebuking, it's not really rebuke. They tell you what's the problem, but then they step out of bounds and say stuff that's unnecessarily. Stuff that's fall under this definition, revile. It says criticize in abusive and angrily insulting manner. They start to insult you. No, that's not rebuking, right? And when they start to criticize in abusive or angry insulting manner, they use the scripture to justify, right? I'm gonna jot it down. They use the scripture, though I be rude in speech, to justify why they speaking like how the scriptures tell you not to speak. Alright? Insulting one another. Nah. Alright, no. Oh, whoops. Let's get some understanding about the scripture real quick. Rude in speech. Because it got a misconception that seems to mean you could call people out the name, or say fuck you, or shit, or say all type of manner of dumbness, and you could get away with it. No, that does not mean that. Okay, no. Okay. Let's read it in the King James Version. But though I be rude in speech, yet not in knowledge. No, right there, they use that to make them say all type of manner of wickedness or insults, right? When that's not really the problem. It says, but we have made being thoroughly manifest men among you in all things. Rude in speech means that he had a speech impediment. He couldn't speak properly. Like, that's the shit that happens to me sometimes. Sometimes I can't fucking find words, excuse my language, I can't find words, or I'm stammering, stuff like that. Sometimes it's hard for me to come up with examples. This is 2 Corinthians 11:6 in the New Living Translation. It says, I may be unskilled as a speaker, but I'm not lacking in knowledge. That's all it means. Alright, let's New International Version. I may indeed be untrained as a speaker. Let's go to English. If I am unskilled in speaking, that's all it means. And someone is skilled in speaking, what, they gonna stammer? Like, you hear them. For a good example, if y'all brothers and sisters know how it is to work, and I'm gonna close it up. How y'all know how it is to work with someone speaking another language like Spanish? That's rude in speech. When a Spanish person tries to speak English, that's rude in speech, because it's just so hard for them to come up with the words. But they know what they're saying at the same time. What they're saying could be on point, but it's hard for them to speak in that English, boy. So that's just an example. Alright, that's all it means. Alright. Even though I may be untrained as an orator, though untrained in public speaking, that's all it means, man. But anyway, let's go. This is verse 12. Matthew 5:12. Alright. And be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. So that's how the prophets were treated before us, right? That's how Yahawashi's disciples was treated before us. Verse 13, ye are the salt of the earth, but if the salt has lost his savor, wherewith shall it be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing but to be cast out and be trodden under the foot of men. Verse 14, ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. Right? It's like a watchtower. Matter of fact, it just said we are the place that gives the world light. Because at the end of the day, the commandments were only given to Israel. Alright? Verse 15, neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and to give it light unto all that are in the house. Right? So when you know this truth, and you know the ways of Yahawah, you don't try to hide it, you let it shine. Verse 16, let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. And this is the thing, this is everywhere. Whether you go on the highways or byways, or mostly when you're going through your daily life to work, whether you go wherever you're going and you move righteous, and people gonna see, this dude is right. People with a good senses gonna see it, and then that's when Yahawah gonna get the glory. You give the glory to Yahawah. This is verse 17. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill, which is right. Yahawah came to fulfill the law. Verse 18. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no ways pass from the law till all be fulfilled. 19. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men, so he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called the great in the kingdom of heaven. Verse 20. For I say unto you that except your righteousness shall exceed the righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees, you shall in no case enter into the kingdom of heaven. The scribes and Pharisees was over righteous. Verse 21. Ye have heard that it was said of them of old time, thou shalt not kill. And whosoever shall kill shall be in danger of the judgment. Right? So that's what it said. Right? You ain't supposed to kill. Now here what Yahawah is about to say. This is him fulfilling it. Verse 22. But I say unto you, that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment. So you're like, you know what? We can't let it get to killing. Even if you're angry, because that anger leads up to stuff like that. Alright? That's why he said don't let the sun go down on your anger, man. Whatever it is, man, you're supposed to let it go that day. Alright? It says, and whosoever shall say to his brother Raka, let's get this word Raka. No, matter of fact, I'm gonna put it in another tab. Oh boy, wordless or empty, right? Now this goes back to the same word revile, criticizing, abuse, or angrily insulting matter. When somebody calls you wordless or empty, now it's about to go further. It says, and whosoever shall say to his brother Raka shall be in danger of the council, but whosoever shall say thou fool shall be in danger of hellfire. So you ain't supposed to be talking like that. Alright, this is like Yahawah stopping things at the root if you ain't catch what's going on. Verse 23. Therefore, if thou bring thy gift to the altar, and there rememberest that thy brother had aught against thee, 24. Leave thy gift before the altar and go thy way. First be reconciled to the brother, and then come and offer thy gift. So first you're supposed to go and try and reconcile with your brother, and then you offer whatever gift you got. Verse 25. Agree with thine adversary quickly, while thou art in the way with him, as at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison. And this is what a lot of young Israelites don't know about. Living in this captivity, you're supposed to know to agree with your adversary quickly. Case in point, the situation with all these police shooting on these men. Now, I'm not justifying neither sides, but instead of being so difficult, they'll be like, you got it, officer, what you want? You want to check this? You want to check this? Alright, no problem. It says agree with thine adversaries quickly, okay? Verse 26. Verily I say unto thee, Thou shalt by no means come out thence till thou hast paid the utmost farthing. Verse 27. Ye have heard that it was said by them of old time, thou shalt not commit adultery. 28. But I say unto you, that whosoever looketh. So you hear what he said. This is what they said in the old time, but he about to fulfill it again. But I say unto you that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust, after her had committed adultery with her already in his heart, which is true, cause that's how it starts. What Yahawashi trying to do? He trying to stop that bad boy at the root, cause that's how it starts. Verse 29. And if thy right eye offend thee, pluck it out, and cast it from thee, for it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not that the whole body should be cast into hell. And the right eye is like a body part of yours, something close, and it's hard to let go of something close. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, if that's holding you back, cut it off, baby. A family member, a sister, a brother, whatever. Verse 30, and you're about to go into it some more. If thy right hand offend thee, cut it off and cast it from thee. For it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not that thy whole body should be cast into hell. He's just talking about people close to you, For example, like I remember in Genesis, I think it was saying something. Matter of fact, even when you get married, I think. Like you become, flesh of. Oh man, it's confusing me. But this scripture isn't there somewhere? It's saying flesh of my flesh or bone of my bones. Practically, you come close, as in like actual body parts, metaphorically. So it's saying anybody who's close to you, holding back you gotta cut it off. Before it holds you back, man. Verse 31. It had been said, whosoever shall put away his wife, let him give her a writing of divorcement. Now hear this. This is what he said before. Y'all know he said this before. It was 32. But I say unto you, that whosoever shall put away his wife, saving for the cause of fornication, causing her to commit adultery. Right? Because you did divorce your wife, guess what's going to happen? She's going to open to a next man coming into her. That's adultery right there. He says, then whosoever shall marry her that is divorced committed adultery, saying where? If somebody has put away their wife and you go into her, that's adultery. Verse 33. Again, ye have heard that it had been said by them of old time, thou shalt not forswear thyself, but shalt perform unto the Lord thine oaths. So you don't got to swear. I swear. People be saying I swear to God or on God. Shit, like you ain't got to do that. So verse 34. But I say unto you, swear not at all, neither by heaven, for it is Yahawah's throne. 35. Nor by earth, for it is footstool, neither by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great King. 36. Neither shalt thou swear by the head, because thou cannot make one hair white or black. So when somebody tell you about something, right? You don't gotta swear to them like I swear. Nah, it's about to tell you how to do it. Verse 37. But let your communication be yea, nay, nay. So you don't gotta swear, man. For whatsoever is more than these cometh of evil. 38. But ye have heard that it had been said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. So this is what happened back in the day. You take my eye, I take your eye. You hit my tooth, I take your tooth. This is like this is a niggerish way of moving. So Yahawashi about to change that. Verse 39. But I say unto you, that ye resist not evil, but whosoever shall smite thee, and what he means by that, let's see what he means by that. But whosoever shall smite thee on thy cheek, turn to him the other also. Or somebody want to hit you on your cheek, whether that could be physical or verbal. But it says turn to him the other also. So you know what? I'm gonna just turn on you and leave. Alright, bro. And that goes hand in hand with forgiving your brother. Alright? It ain't said to hit him back. Alright, verse 40. And if any man will sue thee at the law and take away thy coat, let him have thy cloak also. So if somebody carry you to court and they take away your coat, you know what? Yo, just have it all. It's cool, man. You could take it. Verse 41. And whosoever shall compel thee to go a mile, go with him twain. Right? Meaning that's how you resist not evil. Like, you know what? Just have it, bro. Verse Verse 42. Give to him that asks thee, and from him that would borrow of thee turn not thou away. Ye have heard that it had been said, thou shalt love thy neighbor and hate thy enemy. No, this is where it was said, and this is another misconception. You ain't supposed to be putting curses up out here, man, on Israelites. Verse 44, but I say unto you, love your enemies. What? Love your enemies. Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you. And pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you. 45, that you may be the children of your Father which is in heaven. This is how you get to identify the children of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Notice Yahawashi telling you everything you got to do, man. It says, for he maketh his sun to rise on the evil and on the good, and send it rain on the just and on the unjust. For if you love them which love you, what reward have ye? Do not even the publicans the same? Because that's an easy thing to do. That's an easy thing to do. And between loving them who love you is a lot of hypocrisy going on in there. You can't, it says, Carl, you got to think about it. Yahawashi gave his example. It says, he practiced what he preached. He said, for if you love them which love you, what reward have ye? Do not even the publicans the same? You know what Yahawashi did? He said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. What? That was a perfect example. Luke 23 and 34. Where is that, man? Then said Yahawashi, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. And they parted his raiment and cast lots. These same people saying, crucify him, man. Verse 47. And if you salute your brethren only, what do ye more than others? Do not even the publicans so? This, damn, it says it for itself. Verse 48. Be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect. Alright? And that's just how you're supposed to be. Strive for that perfection, man. Strive for it. With that being said, I hope y'all was edified. Go ahead and read these scriptures for yourselves, man. Don't afraid. If y'all got questions or whatever, drop it down in the comments. With that being said, shalom.